Yo peeps, today we are talking about this game, Crash Twinsanity. Crash Twinsanity is technically the 5th main game in the Crash game series, and people that played the game have mixed opinions about it. There are a lot of people that hate the game because it's broken, and there are a lot of people that love the game because it's broken. Of course I'm just kidding, it's not that broken, and people who dislike it may also have performance issues and may have problems with the fact that there's a lack of older Crash characters from the other games, except for a few cameos. But this is just my experience and my opinion. My first video game console was a PlayStation 2, and together with that we had the Rayman 10th Anniversary Pack and the Crash Bandicoot Action Pack. Now inside the Rayman 10th Anniversary Pack there was also Rayman Revolution and Rayman 3, which are also 3D platformers, kind of comparable to Crash Twinsanity. So I grew up playing a lot of those and I grew to love them because I just love the open-worlded kind of freedom, and usually the design is always just so imaginative and unique, like Crash Twinsanity. It was together in this pack featuring Crash Tag Team Racing and Crash Nitro Kart, but I gotta say Crash Twinsanity truly was something special to me. Not only because of the platformer gameplay, but also because of, like I said, the design. It's so imaginative and unique, in my opinion. The characters are expressive, the world is colorful, the levels are so varied. I can tell that a lot of imagination went into this game, and that's just inspiring to me. Of course I gotta talk about the soundtrack. The soundtrack was done by an a cappella group called Spiral Mouth, which of course means that every song that you hear in Crash Twinsanity was created by the voice and mouth. Which just makes the game more unique to me and more, yeah, imaginative, because it's just like, what other game has a soundtrack similar to that? I guess Crash Tag Team Racing, because they asked the band to do that one too, but don't worry about it. But while the visuals and the music are unique, the story is debatable. The main villains of the game are the evil twins, which are just two birds who in their backstory were, back in the day, birds of Neocortex, who got sent to another dimension or something. I guess it was okay. It gave the developers, I guess, a base to work off of, and they truly made the game stand out visual-wise. Not per se story-wise, but just visual-wise and gameplay-wise. But once I grew up, I learned about the production of the game. And the production of the game, I gotta say, that's what inspired me more. Crash Twinsanity was rushed, so that means that there's a lot of cut content in the game. Stuff like cut areas or cut game mechanics can be found inside of the game's files, which is interesting to me. Stuff like the fact that Coco Bandicoot, the sister of Crash, is in the game a lot because she was supposed to be a playable character. That's why she was also in a lot of promotional material. But in the end you can only play as Crash, Cortex and Nina. There was even a whole level devoted to Coco about Cortex going into Coco's mind. It's probably the most well-known cut level from Crash Twinsanity, Go On A Bit Coco. And if we talk more about game mechanics that got cut, there's a hoverboard at the beginning of the game somewhere. You do gotta go out of bounds to jump on top of that hoverboard, and it's not really there, it's just invisible. But that's an example of gameplay mechanics just still in the game, but unused because the game got rushed. If I were to talk about all of the cut content, then this would be such a long video. I think that deserves a video on its own, so just let me know if you guys want to see that, because I would love to make it. So because the game got rushed, there are also a lot of glitches in the game, like I earlier said, that you had to go out of bounds to jump on that invisible hoverboard. There are a lot of glitches in the game. When I was young and I played the game through for the first time, I did not encounter those glitches as far as I can remember. I don't remember that much, of course, but I wasn't really aware that the stuff was missing and stuff was wrong with the game. But knowing that there are glitches in the game, you can do stuff that you're not supposed to do, like I said, going out of bounds, or just visiting parts of Insanity Island that you're not supposed to be able to visit. And this might fuel the people's opinions who don't like the game, who say that it's too broken, you know, but then I say, gaming is entertainment. And just because you're doing what you're not supposed to be doing doesn't mean that it's not entertaining. glitching around and pushing the boundaries of the game is one of the most fun things to do, in my opinion. And I'm not the only one, because there's a whole community of people who just glitch around in Crash Twinsanity. There's a speedrun of Crash Twinsanity. I think the record is like 16 minutes, but there's a speedrun of 26 minutes because you can skip whole chunks of the game. But of course, young me didn't know, so I was just playing the game normally. So my short review of Crash Twinsanity is just, knowing what could have been is interesting, but appreciating what it is now is fine with me. Thank you for watching this video. If you want to support this channel, then go ahead and check out my Patreon. Be sure to share this with someone who played Crash Twinsanity. Let me know their thoughts on this video and on the game. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I also have a gaming channel where I don't play Crash Twinsanity currently, but I am going to do a series for Halloween, and it's called Mangoween, and I'm just going to be playing some spooky Halloween games. And credit where credit is due, I want to credit BetaM or BetaM. I'm Dutch, so I don't know how to pronounce things, because he always makes very insightful Crash Twinsanity videos, and that also slightly inspired me to make this video. To let you guys know about my favorite game and why I love it. But yeah, that's the end of this video. Thank you for watching, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you peeps next week, hopefully. Goodbye, peeps.